What's going on, fam? It's your big brother Tren. You tuned in again to another divine video. This ain't an exclusive video today. This is a divine video. The time right now is officially 8:58 a.m. in the morning. And it is August the 18th, 2025. I got my date right that time since y'all quick to point out when I messed the date up. People that's still stuck in the time machine. Y'all don't know. I done surpassed time and days. I'm in a whole nother consciousness. I don't even be caring about what time it is no more. I don't even care about what day it is. What's the day? Monday? Anyway, I need y'all to listen to what I'm about to tell y'all in this video, and I need y'all to listen clear, okay? For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have eyes, let him see. And y'all know good and damn well, I don't make no videos early in the morning. But this is a divine video. And normally I drink my water in the morning as soon as I get up, so pay me no mind if I be sipping from my water. Anyway, folks. The title as is, folks, we here. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm 100% convinced. I don't need no more videos to tell me. I don't need no doomsday prophecies. I don't need no Nostradamus videos. I don't need no Bible to tell me that we are in the end times. Folks, we're at the end of our rope. This is it. And what's so sad is it seemed like us chosen ones, it seemed like we never really got a chance to enjoy it. It's like we never got a chance to really enjoy this journey. Because it seemed like we came here in a time where everything just get worse and worse for us. Have you felt like that lately? Like, yo, when do my life starts to bloom and blossom? When do I really get to prosper? Have you ever thought that lately? Like, it seemed like no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you put forth the effort to try to make ends meet, make your life great, make it all wonderful and all that, it just seemed like it's always something to come that's out of your control to keep you from being in that light, from being in that lifestyle. That's the world we live in nowadays. Every day we wake up, it is something that is out of our control that is hindering us from living our best lives. That's how I feel. And I know that's how you feel too, especially if you've been watching me lately. End Times Prophecy 2025. End Times Prophecy 2025, folks. This is so powerful. I'm still speechless right now. I can't even really get it out yet because it's just too good to be true. But it is true. It just happened. We living in some really strange times right now, folks. We living in some perilous times. There's something in the air that's, some people can feel it. I'm talking to people all around the world and stuff. They telling me they feel the same stuff. Something ain't right, Tren. I know. I feel it too. I can barely go to sleep at night now. I can't even sleep at night no more. I'm not depressed. I'm not troubled. Thank God I got a nice roof over my head. I got food to eat. I ain't really doing bad or nothing. I can't sleep at night because my spirit knows something is coming. Do your spirit know something is coming? Have you been feeling like that lately? It's like an internal feeling. It's like an internal clock. And it's like the alarm is just going off, going off, going off. And you can barely get rest. And I went to sleep this morning I went to sleep at about 5 o'clock this morning. And I just woke back up at 8:30. That's a 3-hour sleep. And that 3-hour sleep, it felt like 8 hours. Because I just had a prophetic dream last night. Now, for those of you who don't know and you ain't been following me, you might want to start following me, okay? Because you got to keep track of my journey, and I got to keep track of what's going on in the world, because I only get down. I get downloads. I just tell it like I feel it and what I think is happening in this world. I don't get no books out. I don't bring up no prophets. I don't talk about no pastors. I don't go to nothing else but my heart and my mind and my spirit. That's it. Because the world we live in, you can't trust nothing in it no more. Everything has been tampered with. Everything has been screwed up. Everything has been twisted up. You don't know what to believe in this world no more. You got to go off spirit. So last night I had a prophetic dream, y'all. Listen to this closely. Now, I have many different dreams at night, just like you probably do. But you ever have like dreams at night and you just wake up, you be like, that ain't nothing, man. That's just my mind playing tricks on me, man. That's just something I seen on Facebook, just messing with my mind when I went to sleep. You know, you be like, man, that's just because I was laying beside the cell phone last night. You know, maybe some of that data that was coming in got into my mind. No. This dream that I had last night, you can't write this off. I woke up, still was trying to get back to sleep to it. It was just that damn good of a dream. Listen to what happened, folks. I had this dream last night. I was inside this big bedroom of this house, right? I don't know what house it was. I don't know where I was at. All I know I was in this huge bedroom that was connected to this house that was on this hill. Now, I was with some female. I don't know who this female was. I was just so amazed about what I seen. I wasn't even paying attention to her. Whoever this female was, she was with me in the bed, you know, casually moving around, looking at what I'm about to tell you with me. This bed was huge. The windows on the bedrooms was big windows, bro. Like I had hit rich or something. That's how big the windows was. They had big black and white drapes on the windows. Big, long black and white drapes. In this big bedroom, this big bed. And inside in the bed, it was covers, blankets, whatever. And then there was a big, long telescope in the bed laying down. So I picked the telescope up. It was on a tripod and everything. I'm just like, what the hell is a telescope doing in the bed? So I picked up the telescope and I set it up on the bed, like on this tripod, which kind of like, if I'm thinking about it now, it kind of is like my camera. How my camera stands on this tripod. So I set the tripod up, the camera up in the bed, and it was a cord attached to the telescope, right? This is a telescope. And so something was like, extend the telescope. So I could extend the telescope, pull it up some more. I could pull it out some more, make it longer. And something was like, plug it in. So I don't know, I just grabbed the plug and I plugged it in the front of somewhere in the front of the bed. And then something said, look up. And then when I looked up, there was no roof on the bedroom, folks. Only thing I could see was the moon. It was clear skies. It was night skies. There was no roof on the bedroom. So I'm looking in the telescope and I'm looking up. My first thing was to look at the moon. So I point the telescope to the moon. I'm trying to look in there. And then, I don't know, just flashes of stuff started happening like fast. And so next thing you know, I looked up, I took my eye off the telescope and I just looked up in the sky like, what is there to see? And next thing you know, folks, I started seeing different like constellations come up in the sky, like different star patterns and constellations come up in the sky, and they was moving like anomalies. Like it was one that showed up over here. It was moving with different colors, like in spirals and stuff. Then another one began to appear over here. It had these crazy lines and doing all this geometric stuff like in the sky. And I'm like, oh, let me look at them. Let me look. And then as I was zooming in with the telescope to look at these anomalies, it was like macabre or something. It was like something you can't describe when you look in close. It was just like figures just moving, like the stars was dancing or something. Like the stars was just doing the groove or whatever, like in different areas of the sky. And it started popping up more and more and more. And it was so many, I couldn't even focus. I just had to look with my two eyes like, what is that? That's crazy. And there was so many signs in the sky. It kind of reminded me of just, I don't know if y'all remember, but like a few months ago, they said that they were seeing some stuff in the sky and they were saying that it was drones. It looked like them objects, not the drones, but the other objects that they said they don't know what it is. It looked, excuse me, that's that water. It looked like them objects. Remember? I don't know if y'all remember, but they was telling us they don't know what was in the sky, but they did tell us it was drones in the sky too. Remember that? But anyway, so fast forward. I was, like I said, I was in this room, man, and I just noticed, like I said, I was on this hill, and I even took the telescope outside to where I was at. Like it was some cars around on this hill, and I was still trying to get a view. I was still trying to see, and next thing you know, like some clouds came over and kind of obscured the vision of all the stuff that was happening. I'm just like, dang, man, what the? I couldn't see nothing because it started to get cloudy in the sky, and so I'm just sitting there waiting on the clouds to recede or to pass by. And then when they passed by, I could see the clear sky again. And I got one more little look at one more of the anomalies in the sky that was close to the moon. And I'm just looking like, and I still couldn't make out what it was, man. And then that's when some guy came outside with some kids. And it was his kids or something. This guy came running outside with his little boys. And I think they was trying to look at him too. But like I said, that's when the dream ended. And I woke up. And it seemed like something in my spirit said, come and tell you this message, man. Folks, I don't know what that really meant, but I can kind of take a guess. Man, we living in some strange times, man. Something is gonna happen, man. The Son of God is going to return, bro. That's the only thing I could think of, bro. It's like the stars in the sky was dancing. Like they was getting wrecked. Like it's like like a show, like you go to a show and they got the what's the first act called? Somebody that bring you out, do the opening up. You know what I mean? Like the celebration goes first, or the first artist go first. And then everything get all riled up, everything get all hyped up and stuff for the, before Bruno Mars come out, you know what I'm saying, or Usher or something like that. That's what it kind of reminded me of, bro. All the stars in the sky, all the stuff in the sky was celebrating. Whew. I don't know if the Anunnaki coming back. I don't know if it's Yahshua. I don't know if it's Jesus. I don't know what it is. Because there's many different things out there people believe. I don't know what is coming back. I don't know if it's the gray aliens. I don't know if it's, I don't know who it is, boy. But whoever is out there, in that dream I had last night, even the stars was doing the electric slide for whoever they about to reveal. That's all I'm saying. They was moving non-stop, shooting stars, anomalies. It was like the greatest show on earth. It was so powerful. I woke up this morning at 8:30 and I knew exactly that dream came from the source. That came from God himself. Because I ain't go to bed watching no constellations. I ain't go to bed watching NASA videos, nothing. I wasn't even thinking about nothing like that. I just all of a sudden went to bed, was in a big bedroom, and I seen all these crazy signs in the sky. Now tell me that ain't profound. End times prophecy 2025, folks. Take it how you want to. Let it mean what you want it to mean. I know all y'all gonna say different stuff. Y'all, whatever, speculate. I only got one conclusion to this whole story. Something is coming, and it's not gonna be from here. It's not nothing we ever seen in our life here. This gonna be so electrifying. This gonna be so wow. This gonna be so freaking big and so amazing. Man, I don't even know. I don't even want to explain it. I don't even want to explain it. We already divided as people, right? We came into this world by ourselves. We leave by ourselves. Everybody is already divided. For whoever this show that's about to do a show, everybody got to account for themselves for this one right here. I think that's really why everybody's divided, because it's judgment times. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say it was his fault why my life wasn't right. It was his fault. He did it. Nah, no, not no more, man. You don't even got no connection with nobody no more like you used to. Nah, it's just you. So what you think, big bro Tren? This is what I think. I don't know who watching this video right now. I don't care who watching this video. But if you've been rocking with me, thank you so much for watching this video. If this mean anything to you, so be it. If it don't, oh well. We'll wait till the next video today when I'm a little bit more awake. Okay? But all I got to say is, man, y'all about to get your life together, man. Y'all about to get right with God, bro. I don't know what you got going on, bro. If it ain't right with God, bro, you better get rid of it, dog. Y'all better come back to the source. Because a lot of people in these times are going away from God, bro. People don't love no more. People don't come together no more. Man, you can be in your car on the highway and break down and won't nobody stop and come and help you no more. That's the world we living in nowadays. People's hearts are growing cold. Your neighbor don't even want to know nothing to do with you. People don't even want nothing to do with their neighbor. Because everybody's turning their back on God. And only thing that's doing is putting us further and further on the edge of the cliff to the point we feel like it now. Like without God, we're going to fall. Humanity will not prevail without God. And God know that. I think God know what route we going down, because people are losing their minds out here, man. Ain't no more love out here. Ain't no more sympathy, no more compassion, bro. Because everybody's living in fear. Everybody's scared of the world now. Why? Because that's what happens when you go against God. That's what happens when you don't involve God no more. You get scared of everybody. So I hope this was a message for whoever watched this video, man. Get your life together, man. Make sure you're doing good. Make sure you right in the heart. Make sure your heart right. Because that way you're going to be judged on your heart. Not how much money you got, not how many subscribers you got, not how many people you fed to the homeless, nothing. Your heart is going to account for everything that you ever did on this earth. Your heart. So again, this is all I'm going to say. If your heart ain't right, you better fix it. Because It's 9:18 right now. It's 9:18 right now. I don't know what time it is for you watching this video, but for me, it's 9:18. I started at 8:18, and today is the 18th. I don't know if that's divine or not, but it's 9:18 right now, and it's August the 18th, 2025. And I hope I got that date right. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.